Hey guys, in this video we're gonna be checking out the top 5 best gas air compressors that are available on the market for their true quality. I made this list based in my personal opinion and hours of research and have listed them based on popularity, quality, price, durability, user opinions and more. If you want to see more information in the updated price, you can check out the description below and also make sure subscribe for more reviews. Okay, so let's get started with the video. Starting at number 5, we have the Makita MAC5501G. This is, quite possibly, the best gas air compressor out there. The first thing that stands out with this model is the engine. It is designed by Honda and provides plenty of power, performance, and reliability. Of all the different compressors that we looked into, this one got up and running the quickest, all thanks to its excellent motor. The motor has some of the best flow rates of any compressor that we looked at. At 90 psi, it can deliver an astounding 12.5 CFM, which is great, even if you are going to be painting only. It also has a nice high max psi of 135. This compressor features 2 large air tanks that give you a total capacity of 10 gallons. This makes it a perfect choice for running a ton of equipment at the same time, whether that be automotive tools or nailers. Therefore, it can perform lots of different jobs, such as fencing, roofing, decking, or siding. The lubrication system for this compressor uses oil. This allows the system to operate at a much cooler temperature than a non-oil system, helping to extend the life of the compressor, though it can get a bit messy if you aren't too careful. Luckily, pretty much everything about this model is nice and large, making exchanging air filters and changing oil quick and simple. Of course, this oversized design does have its drawbacks. This model is exceedingly heavy. While it does have a large wheel and wheelbarrow-style handles, it might take some practice to move it around easily. Moving on, at number 4, we have the Dewalt DXCMTA5090412. DeWalt has long been one of the forerunners in power tools and power tool accessories. This long and proud tradition is continued with this air compressor, which, for its size, is one of the best compressors out there. Even though it is lightweight, it's reasonably powerful. It has a max PSI of 155, which is high enough for pretty much any tool you use. One of the things that we were so surprised about this unit is how quiet it is. Gas compressors have a reputation for being a bit noisy. While this compressor is certainly not going to sneak up on you, it is not nearly as loud as other models, which makes it a great choice for a residential area. The engine delivers a stellar 6 HP and runs a direct drive, oil-free pump. It means that it is easy to maintain, which is a great feature. This engine can deliver 5 CFM at 90 psi, which should give you all the power you require. Perhaps the best feature for this compressor is its size. It is surprisingly compact and weighs a mere 74 pounds. Of course, it might not seem that lightweight when you have to carry the compressor around your worksite. While the easy grip handles are a nice touch, it would have been better if the unit had wheels to push it from place to place. Of course, if you are only moving your compressor to short distances, then carrying it shouldn't be too bad. At number 3, we have the NorthStar portable gas-powered air compressor. If you are sick and tired of waiting for your compressor to refill over and over again, then this is going to be an excellent option for you. This compressor has a humongous tank. It can hold up to 20 gallons of compressed air, which should give you all you need for pretty much an entire working day. Of course, the big drawback for this compressor is that it takes a long time to fill those large tanks every time you want to use the compressor. Of course, this can easily be alleviated by simply completing some other task while the compressor is filling. Despite its large tank, this is a surprisingly quiet air compressor. This is mostly because of how it has been designed. The feet on this compressor are made to reduce any vibrations, which helps keep the machine from being overly loud during its operation. Surprisingly, this compressor does not have a very high max PSI, which, at only 130 psi, is one of the lowest of all the compressors that we looked into. It does, however, deliver up to 13.7 CFM, which is one of the highest other there. This would be a perfect tool for running all day, every day, no matter if you only have one tool or a whole bunch of tools running at the same time. At number 2, we have the Ingersoll-Rand SS3J5.5GH-WB. When you look at this compressor, the last thing that you would think is that it is quiet. On the contrary, this compressor has an industrial look about it, and yet, it is by far the quietest gas-powered compressor that we looked over. This is due to a couple of factors. The first is how secure it is upon the ground. The rubber feet and tire help keep the compressor stationary, thus reducing all of the noise you would get through vibration. The second factor that helps keep this particular compressor nice and quiet is its wide-open design. Since the gas tank, compressor, oil tank, and filters are a bit oversized, this allows them to move outside of the box, as it were. Since they are not all cluttered close to each other, the sound can escape without bouncing off of the other parts. This is also one of the easiest compressors to start on the market. Every time that you are ready to use it, you merely have to give a pull on the cord, and it will start right up for you. While learning to maneuver with this compressor takes a bit of practice, once you figure it out, it is quite easy to do. Of course, there are probably going to be small spills and bumps as you get the hang up moving the compressor from place to place. Not to worry, this compressor is built to last and is made out of the toughest materials possible to ensure it has a nice long life. And finally at number 1, we have the Industrial Air Contractor CMTA5090412. If you are trying to get a great compressor, but are operating on a tight budget, this might be a good choice for you. The industrial air compressor is low maintenance, and you won't have to replace the oil that often. This compressor uses Teflon for its lubrication system. This will help keep the unit as clean as possible. Aside from being one of the cheapest gas compressors around, this is also one of the smallest. It weighs in at a minuscule, for a gas compressor, 84 pounds. While you certainly wouldn't want to be moving it all over the place, this light weight should make it possible to do so if necessary. If you do choose to move about with this compressor, you can rest assured that you won't be able to cause too much damage to it if you were to drop it in any way. It has a steel roll cage around it, which serves as a carrying handle when you need to move it. This cage also helps protect the different gauges and parts from being damaged during transportation. Even though this is a cheaper model, it can still deliver a high max PSI of 155. The CFM is a bit low, but that is to be expected from a smaller compressor. This limits the types and number of tools that you can use with it, but should still give you plenty of options to choose from. Thanks you for watching guys. I hope you liked this video. If this video is helpful to you, please make sure like, comment and subscribe. If you have any question related to this product you can leave a comment down below. I will get back to you as soon as possible.